Club when the Holyhead Hoppies come to Hogwarts. None other than Grenog Jones will ask you to help her locate her old potions professor, Horace Slughorn. If you do, you may very well own an invite to his elite out of hours school club. This whole school is talking about something. Did you talk to Andre yet? It's just so annoying when anyone else is excited. Hi Andre, you had something you wanted to tell me. I can't believe you haven't heard yet. It's the most exciting thing since Muggles started wearing turtlenecks. I'm not sure what that means, but I'll admit you have made me curious. Everyone's talking about it, so I'll gather all our friends and we can all tell you the big news together. The Holyhead Hoppies are coming to Hogwarts for a special exhibition. We'll showcase their rare talents and spectacular movements. Of course, my favorite team is the Pride of Poetry, but the Holyhead Hoppies, like Grenog Jones, we haven't seen her since she helped us save the Dragon Club. For someone so new to the league, she's already one of the greats. This is our opportunity to see all of her skills. Exhibitions like these are a great spectacle. We may be even lucky enough to talk to a few of the players. But what about you? What are you most excited for? I'm excited to study whatever new movements the league's best Quidditch players come up with. You have always looked forward to an opportunity. My parents sent me 2 VIP passes. I'll have a great view of each move. I'll get to meet with the players after the game. Speed, you want me to sit with you in the VIP section? You have been a good friend all these years, and you are one of my favorite Quidditch players. Brilliant, the exhibition starts soon, so we better hurry. I'll let you know when I'm ready. I'm always curious to see what new maneuvers. I'm so sorry I made us late for the exhibition. I'd pick out the perfect outfit and it took much longer than I expected. You can't beat these seats. Thanks for sharing your VIP passes with me. I can even see the beads of sweat on the Hoppy's forehead. There's no average Hoppy, Andre. That's Grenog Jones. I'm so glad we didn't miss her. She never disappoints. She's about to start. It's time to enjoy this show. Oh, look at that move. Mullins won. She opened with a starfist and stick, but the rest was too fast to identify. No wonder everyone toned. Every seat in the stadium has filled its creative tone out. I was just noticing that myself. It looks like it's reserved. Who would reserve such a good seat? We could read the notes attached to find out. It says reserved for Grenog Jones for the head of the Slug Club. The seat was reserved by Grenog Jones herself. Have you heard of it? Yes, the Slug Club was an out-of-hours group of the elite Hogwarts students. This must be the Slughorn's seat. Perhaps he's around here somewhere. A Mullen Spirit I knew today was going to be special. What do you mean? Everyone in the Slug Club was a Hogwarts student once. Slughorn formed it while he was here. If he comes for the exhibition, it could mean a big things for us. Almost every Slug Club member has gone on to be a prominent witch or wizard. Not only did they enjoy those lavish dinners, but being a member seems to pretty much guarantee success. Are you saying you think we meet Slughorn, he may invite us to join Slug Club? And you have to admit I stand out too. I think it's fair to say we both have a shot. I suppose we could be anywhere, but if Gernard Jones reserved a seat for him, perhaps he's gone somewhere to meet her. He's probably in the locker room. If we hurry to the locker room, we could meet Slughorn. We made it just in time. There's Gernard Jones. I wonder if she will remember us. If you were right, her Slughorn's here too. Now's our chance to make a good impression. Hello there. Break any statues lately? We have been trying to a bit more careful. We are huge fans. We were a little late to the exhibition, but we arrived in time to see you. From where we were seated, it looked effortlessly. It takes a lot of effort to seem that effortless. If you were in the VIP seats, you must have been seated near Professor Slughorn. We saw the seat you reserved for him, but he wasn't in it. We thought we would find him here. Afraid? Do you mean something's wrong? But I won't bother you with it. After all, you are here to have fun. Now listen to your whole nervous theories. It's alright. You can tell us what's on your mind. If you really want to know, I'll tell you. It'll be good to talk it through with someone. Perhaps now you can understand why I'm worried. Slughorn never misses a match. I was sure he would be thrilled to visit Hogwarts again, but perhaps I'm overthinking it. What do you say? Given everything you have said, it's a bit odd he didn't come. I knew it. I just hope that something horrible didn't happen to him. I'd like to check on him, but I have another exhibition. Perhaps we can help. We are no strangers to mystery. Honestly, if there was any way to know Slughorn is alright, it would put my mind at ease. There's a chance he's perfectly fine, in which case I'm sure he would be thrilled to meet you both. Consider us on the case. How can we get started? I'll tell you what. Give me some time to pack up, and let's meet on the Quidditch pitch. I can't believe Gernard Jones wants our help. We can finally repay her for helping us save the Dragon Club. Now that she's asked us to make sure Slughorn is alright, we'll definitely get to meet him. When we see here's all we have done to help him and Gernard, he's sure to invite us both to the Slug Club. Nah, let's take it one step at a time. There's no guarantee. Speaking of which, here comes Gernard. Cheers, you two. Thanks for agreeing to help me figure out why Slughorn didn't come to my exhibition. If I didn't have another one to get to, I could look into this myself, but I feel a lot better knowing someone's checking in on him. We are happy to help, especially after you helped us contain that rogue bludger and restore the Dragon Club. Tell us where we can find Slughorn. Alright, since you don't know where Slughorn is at the moment, our first step will be tracking him down. I'm sure he can. He's a bit rough around the edges, but he's quite powerful. He'll know what to do if there's trouble. If you trust him to help us, we'll be happy to meet him. Just point us in the right direction and we'll get started. I told not everyone's that excited at the idea of teaming up with Lucius Malfoy. Isn't that bloke from... What? Isn't that bloke a bit of a blockhead? He misplaced his wand at Hogwarts once, and he was quite rude to both Dumbledore and Dobby about it. You really think he can help us? Lucius holds a significant influence with many important witches and wizards. He'll know where to find Slughorn. If you think he can help us find Slughorn, we'll be happy to talk to Malfoy. Lucius can be a bit delicate. Come on too strong and he may shy away. Before you talk to Lucius, you may want to talk to someone who knows him better than I do. Alright, who would that be? A student here, there was a young boy quite good at potions who was obsessed with him. If you want to know how to approach Lucius, you should go talk to Snape. Part 2. Professor, I was hoping you and I could have a word. Due to the incompetence of your cohort, I have a plan to review of what couldn't be a simpler potion. If one ingredient is off, shrunken solution can be quite poisonous. I only need to be a bit of advice. Granong Jones asked me to talk to Lucius Malfoy on her behalf. I've met him before, but it wasn't the most pleasant of interactions. Granong suggested I talk to someone who knows him well, so I figured out the best way to approach him. I heard the two of you were close. Lucius and I were close enough for me to know a wizard like you won't get far with him on your own. Then will you help me? Didn't you hear what I just said? I'm busy. Perhaps I could help you first. Suppose I could make you fetch me ingredients. But if you don't screw this up, I may be able to give you a bit of... It sounds like the best way to approach Lucius is to be brief, direct, and complimentary. Are you still blabbing on about Lucius? We'll finish here, go on. But I'm not sure where to go. Perhaps you know where I might find Lucius? Of course I do. But before I send an underachieving student to someone as busy as Lucius, I must know. Why is it so important you find him? It's important to Andre, so it's important to me. He's a huge fan of Granog's, and she asked us to talk to Lucius, so I'm just trying to help. You have lost me in the waters of whimsy and spoiled sentiment, but I'll help, if only to stop you from nagging me. Lucius can often be found in Diagon Alley when he's not at home. Brilliant. Now go on. Of course, thank you, sir. I'm off to Diagon Alley. Dobby must attend to the packages. I like to be alone with my thoughts, so leave me. I like to avoid it wherever I can. Now that we know how to approach Lucius, we can find out where Slughorn is. We just need to be brief and work in a compliment when we can. Then we should learn why Slughorn missed the exhibition at Hogwarts. We are sure to get an invite into the Slug Club. Perhaps, but for now, it looks like Professor Snape was right. Here comes Lucius. Mr. Malfoy, can we have a word? Hide your wands, everyone. Don't want them to go missing. You left the wand in the courtyard and you know it. Perhaps that was a convenient cover story for a dishonest thief. Now, if you're done wasting my time, I'll be on my way. to ask you something important. We are friends before, and we just wanted to have a brief word. I suppose I do have a moment, but I find it hard to believe Miss Jones would associate with students of your unremarkable reputation. As powerful and connected as you could help us find host Slughorn. What would two young Hogwarts students want with host Slughorn? Do you pester him about the Slug Club? This isn't about the Slug Club. We are doing a favor for Gurnog. She's looking for him because she's worried he might be in trouble. Speak for yourself. I want to help Gurnog, but I'm also dying to attend one of those lavish dinners. I'm sure the two of you are bright enough to understand the Slug Club is an extremely exclusive society. It doesn't befit young students to go begging for inclusion in societies. If you're trying to say we don't have a chance of being invaded, I wouldn't be so sure. The decision traditionally belongs to Professor Slughorn, so we'll just have to talk to him. And if you won't help us, we'll find him on our own. But if you insist on wasting his time, I'd be delighted to help you on your way. Listen closely. So now you know where to find Professor Slughorn. He spends most of his free time in the Laughing Bowl. You're likely to find him there. I've never heard of a restaurant called the Laughing Bowl. Perhaps you know it by its nickname. Many patrons call it the Bowl for short. It's quite a trendy spot. If you hurry, you'll find Slughorn there preparing for his next meal. Feel free to mention my name, and I'm sure the bartender will oblige. Don't you have anything to say? Thank you for your help, sir. It's my pleasure. Now hurry along. I'm sure you'd be sad to miss Horace. We have a lead on Horace Slughorn's location, so let's hop to it. The Leaky Cauldron. The place is packed. Let's go find the bartender and get permission to use his chimney fast. Then we can travel to the Laughing Bowl and find Slughorn before he's gone. Excuse me, we were wondering. Too busy to talk. We'll be out of your way in no time. We only wanted to ask. I said too busy to talk. Lucius Malfoy sent us. In that case, I've got half a second for you. Recommend using that time to persuade me I should bother listening to you. Here's an idea. Try taking a few orders and clearing a table or two. Things seem to be under control. You were saying something about wanting to say something. Told us we could use the fireplace to travel to a place called the Laughing Bowl. What is it, so? You just never heard of a restaurant by that name? It's not like I can keep track of every restaurant in England. I barely have time to bust my own tables. Now you can use my fireplace if you must, but you'd better hurry up before I change my mind. You hold the man into the fire pit place. I suppose you're alright. We'll stick together, keep our guards up, and hope for the best. With the pinch of flu powder, it's time to travel to the bowl. I thought I had to be one person at a time. I didn't know two could. That's strange. Looks just like the bowl. That's because it is the bowl. What are you doing here? We've been looking for a host Slughorn on behalf of Grednog Jones. Lucius told us we'd find him at the Laughing Bowl. He said the restaurant was called the Bowl for short, so that's what we said when we used the flu powder. I'm sure you have noticed that nickname sounds an awful lot like the bow, which is precisely why you are here. I'm not sad to say, if you're looking for Slughorn, this is probably the last place you'd find him. Was never a fan of mine or Arthur's, which is fine because we never were a fan of his. Don't worry, I'll go check on the little ones upstairs, then I can help you back to Hogwarts. Suppose I should have seen this coming, but it doesn't make any sense. Would Lucius send us here on purpose, and if so, why? I think it's clear what's going on. I'll lay out my theory. So you think Lucius sabotaged us because he didn't want us to meet Slughorn? There's no such thing as a laughing bull. He sent us here because he doesn't think we are good enough to join the Slug Club. How's that? That means that Lucius thinks if we meet Slughorn, we'd definitely get an invitation to join. It seems to me that Lucius sidetracked us because we are closer than ever to getting an invitation. What do you think? Do you agree Lucius sabotaged us? I agree he sabotaged us, but I don't agree that he did it for the invitation. We don't know what happened, Andre, or it could have been an accident, but Lucius did sabotage us. He could have sabotaged us for an entirely different reason. Only now Mrs. Weasley is sending us back to Hogwarts. At this rate, we'll never find Slughorn, we'll let down Grimmauld, and we'll never get an invitation to the Slug Club. We are about to get sent back, that's true, but we may be able to find more answers back at Hogwarts than you think. Slughorn taught alongside our professors for years before retiring. They must know him fairly well. You're right. As soon as we get back to Hogwarts, let's find Professor who knew Slughorn. Perhaps he even left them a forwarding address. There's still hope. Alright, to Grimmauld and update her on our progress. You go talk to Flitwick and let me know if you learn anything. Part 3. After an unexpected detour, you and Andre seek help from a few familiar faces. Hi Penny, have you seen Professor Flitwick? I'm looking for information about a former potions professor. Professor Flitwick asked me to talk to you. And Slughorn were never very close, but I know a bit about Professor Slughorn. I study up on the professors of each subject I take, past and present. You never know. You never can be too prepared. His was an unexpected departure. All I really need to know is where I might find him and ideas. Is something wrong? All the research I've done on Slughorn was about his time here. I'm not sure what's become of him since. A ton of information on the Slug Club. It was a fairly private group. However, I did find a list of members written in some marginalia of a completely unrelated book. Let's discuss the members. If Amber Rose's Flume was a member of the Slug Club, there's a chance he's still in contact with Slughorn. Of course he will, and perhaps I can come with you. I'd like to pick a few treats for later. Honeydukes is the best after all. We'll head to Honeydukes and see if Mr. Flume can point us to Slughorn. I've never seen Honeydukes so crowded. Customers love confectionaries, and Honeydukes has it all. Just the sweet shop owner we are looking for. Now, if you'll forgive me, I've gotten to freshen up fudge flies. was hoping you may have a minute to discuss the old potions professor, Horace Slug, what he's been up to lately. But I really must be going. Come back next week. That didn't go well. Not exactly what I'd hope. If he's asked us to come later, I'm not sure what more we can do. Thief, somebody has stolen my last box of black pepper imps. Fess up, it was someone in this crowd, I'm certain of it. We have no idea who it was. We would start searching. You there, you by the black pepper imp, we need to ask you a few questions. These imps are mine. It's the thief. He's getting away, stop him. I think I've got a clear shot, at least I hope so. Petrificus totalis. Why steal just a simple box? You identified the thief and stopped him. Well, look at that. He's only got himself into a sticky situation. Actually, there is. I'm looking for Horace Slug. See, you're a member of the Slug Club. I thought you may be able to help me figure out where to look. I'll tell you exactly where he is, you will. No matter where Slughorn hands his hat, he can't go anywhere. He can't go without my crystallized pineapple. He has me ship him a box a week. I have been sending them to him at Bethilda Bagshot's house. Precisely, travel there and you'll find the wizard you want. He will likely be in a velvet smoking jacket. Bring a bag of my crystallized pineapple with you, and I'm sure he'll be over the moon calf. What? One more thing. In addition to his potions prowess, Slughorn's quite good at transfiguration. He's a bit of a rascal when he's trying to stay hidden. I won't. I'd better hurry off to Bagshot's house. There's the robe. I'm sorry to let myself in, but Ambrose's Flume said I might find you here. I have came on behalf of Gernong Jones. She was worried when you didn't come to her exhibition at Hogwarts. Is this chair? There doesn't seem to be anyone at home. Then again, Flume said Slughorn was a master of transfiguration. Professor? Yes, Professor Slughorn. I was just in the kitchen making my spotted tea. Who are you again? I hope you have some explanation for simply barging into Mrs. Bagshot's home. I'm here on behalf of Gernong Jones. She was worried. When there was no answer at the door, I entered to make sure nothing was wrong. I've been following the exploits of your family for some time. Your brother was an excellent student, and I hear your father was quite the hunter of private artifacts. You knew my father, not personally, but his reputation precedes him, and I also always keep my ear to the ground when I can. Tell me about yourself. Brilliant Griffin, you're clearly a student of note and a brave one at that. I can't believe you discovered the closed vaults and started closing them all on your own. I had help, but thank you, sir. I hope you'll forgive my little hourglass test. One never can be too careful with one's time. when someone's bold, sane in the hourglass once quickly, so I can soon get back to an important matters. Then, but when the conversation is quite stimulating, as in your case, the saying falls slowly as to barely fall at all. Thank you, so. And now that I have your EU, I wonder if I may ask you, why didn't you come to Grenog's exhibition at Hogwarts? Well, you see, to be honest, it's best if I don't say. Some doors are best left unopened. I trust you'll let an old man keep a few secrets of his own. Of course, I didn't mean to come here to pry. Empathy, kindness, these are the characteristics that can turn a talented wizard into a remarkable one. So, still, Andre and I have spent so much time looking for you. I'd hate to return to Gurnaga empty-handed. You could give me a message to bring back to her. I know that when someone's destined for great things, and you most certainly are, my dear, I'll send word to Gurnaga myself, assuring her I'm alright and telling her the brilliant news. I'd like to invite you and your friend Andre to meet a few valued acquaintances. A Slug Club dinner. Andre will be so delighted. I have held Slug Club dinners at Hogwarts, but perhaps something else can be arranged just this once. I'll send word on where to meet me. You must be one of Slughorn keeps talking about. Seems you have gotten close. Cospector, this is so exciting. I know I shouldn't be surprised, but I can't believe you not only tracked down Slughorn, you got an invitation to a Slug Club dinner. Thanks to Penny, I was able to find a Slug Club member who knew exactly where Slughorn was. Sure, if we would get invited to join Slug Club, but it certainly seems like we are about to. It's only dinner, Andre. It could be a test or something else altogether. We shouldn't make any assumptions. I've got a good feeling about this. Here comes Slughorn now. Let's play it cool and see what he says. I have pleasure to see you again. What a delight to finally meet the young Kurdish talent I have heard so much about. I've spoken with Rosemota, and she agreed to let us use the 3 broomsticks for our private dinner. You asked us to meet you here so we could discuss the details, but it sounds to me like everything is settled. I'm afraid I've hit a snag and I'm not sure how to proceed. It's a bit complicated, but perhaps you could help. Of course, tell us what's wrong. I'm sorry to hear the dinner's not getting the enthusiastic response you had hoped for. Of course, many of our members are excited to get together, but 2 key slugs are holding things up. Is flat out refusing to attend. I can't imagine a Slug Club dinner without him, but he won't even tell me what the issue is. Would go better if he wasn't there. I'm sure that's not the case unless there is some issue between you and Lucius. You're not saying Lucius refuses to come because of something that's happened between you? Talk to Lucius when we were searching for you instead of helping us. He sent us to the bow. Dan isn't certain, but I think Malfoy sabotaged us because he doesn't want us in the Slug Club. Would never do that, or at least not to students as promising as you two. He can be quite protective of the Slug Club, but I'm sure this was just a misunderstanding. He just needs a little nudge. What about the other guest? Let me worry about him. I'll look into the nature of his objection a bit more and fill you in. For now, you should focus on Lucius. I'll look into it and let you know when I've located him. Then you stay with Slug and start preparing for this dinner. Once I know where to find Lucius, I'll head there and chat. With your dinner just around the corner, Slug asks your help. I'll take a butter beer. If you want to use the chimney again, I've got more work you can do. There you are. Ah, you're back. Slughorn said you are refusing to come to the Slug Club dinner he's hosting. How wonderful that you world gets around. Slughorn says he can't imagine a dinner without you. He's hoping I might be able to change your mind and get you to attend. Not saying nothing could be done to change your mind. There are plenty of things that could be done, but I doubt they would appeal to someone like you. I'll tell you my reasoning. So you're not coming to the dinner because you don't like me and Andre? That seems a bit immature, don't you think? If he's holding a dinner in your honor, it's clear the great man is going soft. I knew it was better if the three of you never met, so I tried to keep that from happening. I only want what's best for the Slug Club. You and your friend dragged the club's reputation down. Now that you know my reason for not attending, perhaps you have figured out how to save your precious dinner. I understand you want what's best for the Slug Club, but that's why you must come to the dinner. Without you, the event will be a paltry glimpse of what it could have been, and the rumors will spread. However you feel about me and Andre, you must come, if only to maintain the integrity of these dinners. I'll consider attending, if only to keep an eye on you. Without my presence, who knows how long the Slug Club will sink. I'm off to convince. Meet Snape. You said you want to see me. If it isn't an aspiring young slug, come to save your precious dinner, no doubt. Never been about my interest in the Slug Club. I told you this dinner is important to Andre, so I'm doing this for him. It seems you have made clear an impression on Horace, and he's an excitable man who is not easily deterred. I thought he had said the wrong name, but he assured me you and Mr. Egu would be attending. But why? It's rare to hold a dinner with non-members unless that dinner is an initiation, and the Slug Club is no sewing circle. Its members are some of the most powerful witches and wizards. If Slughorn has designs on you, I must do whatever I can to protect the integrity of the Slug Club. Before I'll attend any Slug Club dinner held in your honor, you must prove yourself worthy. Don't get ahead of yourself. We'll deal with the unlikely outcome once I have seen it for myself. Minstein the lines, a peeled shivel fig, and one rat spleen. What potion do I make? Fuck. Let me... I don't want to mess this up now. I don't want to mess it up. Shrinking solution? We worked on precisely so you know that question was nearly impossible to get one. Answering question is easy enough, even for someone of your arguable intelligence. I'd like to prove you have done more than memories pages from a school book. Alright, I think I've done it. I'll be the judge of that. How is it? You did use a bit too much leech juice, but your shrinking solution is not abominable. It's his club after all. Does that mean you'll come to the dinner? If it's important to Slug, perhaps I'll make an appearance. Brilliant. All that's left to do is go get Andre. Andre, there you are. I spoke with Lucius and Snape, and they have agreed to attend. Now that's taken care of. We should hurry to the Three Broomsticks. But there's something I wanted to talk to you about. Can't thank you enough for all you have done. You know how important being a part of the Slug Club is to me. In the last few days, I have been some of my best in my life. You took every special thing and somehow made it better. Tonight's dinner will be with some of the Wizarding World's best and brightest. I'll make the right impression. We could very well return to Hogwarts official members of Slug Club. This is for me. It's all yours. Before you try it on, let me tell you a bit about it. Oh, not too shabby. It's magnificent. You have done fine work. Because I certainly do, you're sure to impress even the studious Slug Club members in that. You really know how to make a young wizard feel special. Now that you have got the perfect outfit, it's time for the big dinner. Let's head to the Three Broomsticks. I can hardly believe my eyes. There's Snape. I didn't see Malfoy though. That's really something. But praise should go to you, shouldn't it? You helped me with the... I suppose I did. I'm glad you like them. Oh, there's Malfoy. Admiring my handiwork, I see. I called in a few favors, of course, but I still personally selected every element of this dinner, except for, of course, your fabulous outfit. Whoever made it would be an excellent addition to my collection. You're on luck because the person who made this outfit is standing right next to me. And as far as you, it seems the rumors were true. You are a remarkable young wizard, and your skills in magic are topped only by your social intelligence. And I know Lucius presents a unique challenge, but you rose up to the occasion. You reconciled your differences, and thanks to you, the Slug Club remains intact. Thank you, sir. Why don't you two enjoy the night? There are many important witches and wizards here. I'm glad to see my instincts were right. You two are fit perfectly with this illustrious group. And that's why I'd like to take the opportunity to formally invite you both to join the Slug Club. You didn't think we would get invited to join the Slug Club, but I knew we had a chance, given, I'm so honored, of course. After all you have seen of the Slug Club elite, wouldn't you like to be one of us? I would love to be a member. And then it's official. I'll try to take it easier for you. Make it easier for you to find me in the future should you have any gifts you would like to send. It's not a party without a present. Welcome to the Slug Club, Dan. I have made a small gift for you as a thank you for all you have done. It's a small hourglass. I modeled it after the hourglass I used at our first meet, and I've never seen my sand move more so slowly. Get out there and enjoy this lovely dinner I've put together. That's all for you. Well, great event then. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time in peace.